Welcome to an overview of the Omnitronics RediTALK-Flex-Lite radio management console. This PC-based application runs on Windows 7, Windows 8.1 or Windows 10 and allows the console operator to control up to 4 radio talk paths and 1 SIP-based phone extension. The talk path gateways can be a mixture of Omnitronics analog type IPR gateways or Omnitronics digital type DRG gateways specifically for Tait DMR AIS systems. And here is the main window layout of RediTALK-Flex-Lite. So let's have a look at the features. Up the top here is the header panel. Now on the left hand side is an area to put a customer logo or image. And over on the right hand side is the Omnitronics logo, which can be replaced with some other image if desired. On the right down here is the press to talk button for keying up the talk paths like so, while next to it is an intercom button which allows the RediTALK-Flex-Lite operator to broadcast their voice to other RediTALK-Flex-Lite consoles located on the same network. Just beneath the PTT switch is the audio levels window where the operator controls the volume of received audio. One for the selected or foreground talk paths and one for the monitored or background talk paths. Next door is the speaker level showing the level of received audio, and then over here is the microphone level showing the level of the operator's voice being transmitted to the talk paths. The mute/unmute button switches the received audio on or off. The Windows Mixer button shows the default Windows audio playback device, which RediTALK-Flex-Lite may not actually be using. You can safely ignore this button. Moving down, we have the canned voice window. This allows you to transmit pre-recorded messages to any talk paths in the selected or foreground state. Clicking on the TX button next to the audio file name will transmit the audio to the selected talk paths. Just click it again to stop the recording going out. Arguably, the main window is the workgroup window showing all the configured talk paths and the telephone channel if it's configured. Repeatedly clicking on a channel will cycle it through yellow for selected or foreground, blue for monitored or background, and grey for off. The button can also show the status conditions of the talk path. At the bottom of the workgroup window are some talk path controls. Fast select only allows one talk path to be in the selected or foreground state. I press a talk path button and it will go into the selected state and place the previously selected talk path into the monitored state. So if I go to VHF Ops, for example, I click on it, it goes into the selected state and puts the previously selected talk path into the background or monitored state. The follow active control works in conjunction with the fast select control. Let's say a talk path is receiving a call as shown by the flashing green button. The call stops and the talk path is automatically put into the selected state while the previously selected talk path is placed into the monitored state. Now with fast select in the off state, some other controls become available. Select all puts all talk paths into the selected state. Monitor all puts all talk paths into the monitored state, while disconnect all switches all talk paths off. Moving away from the workgroup window to the contacts window. This window lists all the contacts entered into the RediTALK-Flex console. Clicking on a contact displays the operations available for the contact. So if I click on Gary Hughes, I can call him on cell call on the Water Patrol channel, or if he's on the digital channel I can do an individual call to him, or if he's on the phone at work I can just call him on his extension 40006. You can also edit a contact by unlocking the contact window and selecting a contact to enter. For example, I select on Peter and I can go in and edit all the properties associated with that contact. You can also delete a contact while it is unlocked as well. Right, now on to the Messages window, where any incoming or outgoing messages can be displayed. Any message-based activities such as cell call, text, status, emergency and alerts will be displayed. For example, if I've got my water patrol talk path and a cell call comes in like so, it will put that entry into the message column here. Or if I go to the maintenance channel here and I send a call alert to, let's say, Peter Shaw, it will also put that message into the message queue as an outgoing call alert. Down below here I have a GPS Essentials window which shows the location of digital radios with GPS capability on a map. GPS Essentials includes geofencing and the ability to show history trails of individual radios. And on the left here, the Call History window displays a list of incoming and outgoing calls. Associated with each entry, you can have a rapid recall recording of the audio belonging to the call. The audio recorded is what the operator hears and says. I'll just stop that and close him down. And finally, right along the bottom is the control panel, where you will find the Setup menu for configuring RediTALK-Flex. Clicking on this button opens up a new window with all the configuration menus. The Screen Clean button freezes the main window so that you can clean the touchscreen without activating any controls. So in another 9 seconds I will get my screen back and I can continue using my RediTALK-Flex. 4, 3, 2, 1 and away we go again. Next is the Design button, where you can customize the TalkPath buttons in the Workgroup window. Items such as color, sizing and font attributes are included. The Help button displays a window showing the version number of RediTALK-Flex-Lite, the licensed options and licensing tools, and it is where you can access the RediTALK-Flex user manual. Clicking on this button will open up a PDF document telling you how to use RediTALK-Flex-Lite. The Minimize button is next, and you can also normalize the main window to make it fit into a particular part of your desktop. The Link Groups button allows the user to set up link groups where an incoming call on one talk path can automatically be switched through to other talk paths. A little further to the right is the Guard button. Imagine a scenario where the operator has left the RediTALK-Flex-Lite workstation and an incoming call is missed. Enable the Guard function and an incoming call will make the Talk Path button flash slowly after the call finishes. Not only that, but an alert can be played through the speakers or headset until the operator comes back and cancels the alert. You also have the option of muting the alert sound with the Mute Alerts button. And last but not least is the Exit button to close the RediTALK-Flex-Lite application. And if you have any inquiries on the RediTALK-Flex console or any of the other Omnitronics products, send us an email to sales@omnitronics.com.au. We will be only too happy to answer your questions.